Peace, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Naomi Renee. Hold up. Give it up for yourselves, people. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. All right. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I mean? Yellow Rhythmic Warrior. I always like to do that applause, right? Because we integrating joy into our beingness. So I love it. Make sure when you feel me clapping like this, you give it up for yourself, right? So welcome again to Yellow Rhythmic Warrior channel. I am Naomi Renee. I am the oracle, the clear vessel for these readings, where I present to you your vibes. So you got vibe 1, 2, and 3, which you'll be choosing from today. I don't like to say pick a card, even though essentially that's what it is, but I like to elevate the words that I use. I'm very affirmative with the words that I speak over myself, because I feel that with our words we speak life, right? So it is a lesson in this physical form to continue to speak truth and to speak life, right? No matter what, we're speaking life. So we're speaking things into existence. I already feel the message is forming. It's been forming all morning. I've been doing my laundry and doing stuff like that and getting things together, and I know that all the guidance that I've asked for so far to be here with you now is kind of like accumulating together. So you may see me kind of like looking off here and there. It's just because I have just different thoughts and downloads coming in. But anyway, I like to do the choose your vibe, because essentially it gives you the opportunity to participate if you want to. It gives you choice to decide what consciousness you feel that you may be a part of. How that comes to you is up to you. If you feel it from the numbers, from visuals, if you sit still and listen, however you come to allow the divine to move through you to support you in making your choices is all individual to you. So what I feel that this message is very, very it has a lot to do. I did get a lot of ancestor messages in here, astral realm, dream state energy, divine masculine energy, which today is not specific to it being a man. It has to do with the divine masculine within you, how you assert yourself, and that aspect of the divine masculine energy, whether you are born male or female, right? And what else? And food is also important in this message. So I don't know what I'm gonna name this. I don't know what I'm gonna name this, but we'll see. But food is anything that you ingest, right? And that usually is through our senses, right? Through the food that we prepare for ourselves to eat for the nourishment of our body, and also how we relate to one another. So energetically, how we speak and relate to people in our lives and relationships. So those are all food. So what I was guided to do was to get some gems today to support the consciousness expressing itself. So the first gem that we have for divine masculine consciousness number 1 is this gemstone here. Okay, this blue part right here is called Cavensite. All right, this is not no like special camera that I got that you could see it like super clear, but it's on a still bite. Okay, but that little blue stone is called Cavensite. Okay, that's divine masculine consciousness number 1. Divine consciousness, or divine masculine consciousness number 2, your stone is citrine. citrine. So this one looks a little bit more quartzy. It's a little bit more not as yellow. But this is citrine. I don't know if you can see it. My hand looks so big. Okay, and then consciousness number 3, divine masculine consciousness number 3. Your stone is unakite or unakite. Okay, this is your stone. It's kind of green and oh, there you go. Okay, so again, you got the Cavensite, number 1. Citrine, number 2. And the Unakite or Unakite, number 3. Alright. So I will be back with a little bit more information, starting with divine masculine consciousness number 1. All right, divine masculine consciousness number 1. Give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Okay. Cavensite. Okay, so your Cavensite is a crystal that helps with changes and regeneration after loss or the transition of a loved one. It supports cleansing the air, so it is a part of the air element. It supports righteous path, being less critical and moving with more clarity. It also helps weight loss, right? So it helps to regulate those things like that and digestion. And it also supports the energy of freedom, clearing space, creating space, and spirit communication, which could also be connected to the ancestry energy of loss, losing, or the transition from a loved one. So let's see what we got for you. Divine masculine consciousness number 1, okay? So these cards are gonna show themselves by coming out of the deck. Okay, so we have recognizing and healing a subconscious imprint from a paternal grandmother now. Okay, so paternal grandmother. Okay, so that could be who's coming through. And the grandmother doesn't have to be your direct father's grandmother, right? This could be any grandmother on a paternal line, right? So everything branches off. You got 2 parents. Your father had a mother and father, you know, and your father's mother had a mother and father. Your father's father had a mother and father. So it's the paternal line. So take it how it resonates. It could be that close in lineage, or it could be generations. But this has to do, and is stemming from something that's up for healing from a paternal grandmother. Okay, divine masculine consciousness number 1. Okay, this could be something is up for healing, but does bring some type of feeling of joy with it. There's something to be looked at about it as well. Truth telling, truth receiving. So This to me is a spiritual principle of truth, possibly a gift of being a truth teller, or attribute that could be connected to this paternal grandmother, or also could have to do with receiving truth, right? Sometimes that can also be a challenge as well, being able to hear it and to receive it, right? Where we're also talking about food, receiving truth and telling truth, right? Delivering the plate and receiving the plate. All in all, it's about truth. Okay, so this is something that may be revealing itself, something that subconsciously was gestating in you, if you will. Gestating means just marinating. It could be something, it could also something about food. The fact that I use the word marinate, maybe it has something to do with food, the seasonings of the food. Maybe it has to do something with recipes, or just how the inner workings of things that make things come together. Okay, so we got Treat Her Like a Lady by the Temptations. Light her cigarette when she smokes, even help her with her coat. Treat her like a lady. I feel like this is like kind of like an instruction in a way. I don't even know if I'm ready to sing today. I believe a God. No, I'm the type of guy who don't believe that chivalry is dead. I believe a woman should be treated with the utmost respect. He said, when I was young, my mama used to say, boy, a woman's like a flower. Something. Ever since that day, her words never went away. I always will remember to treat my baby tender. I know that tender. I'm getting 3 tenders. I'm getting Tinder, the website. I'm getting Tinder, the dating site. I'm getting Tinder, like he's saying it, to treat my baby tender, like to tenderness, loving, caring, TLC. Okay, and also tender, like food. It says, learning life's lessons, therefore everything ahead of me must be greater, decreed and declared. So that card I made to signify how we sometimes get lost in the tragedy of things, you know, and recognizing that as we're talking about frequency and vibration, as we're learning the lessons, and we're actually growing and making more powerful choices in our lives that we know are in alignment with who we're becoming, the higher vision for ourselves, then therefore the things that are coming into our life are attracting that. So this is what is saying this on the physical plane. You're now attracting positivity in relationships, right? With the food that you ingest, with let me keep continuing here, because I want to see what this is, the grandma thing here, because obviously this is a belief, right, a thought form that was cultivated through being passed down from the grandmother. Memories of life as a medicine woman. So again, this is a divine masculine reading, but it does not mean that you were born a man. This could also be a woman who has memories of a medicine woman, or this could be a man who has memories of a medicine woman. Right? Medicine women, we know, use resources of the earth for healing and things of that nature, right? And these memories are memories, right? They're not in the present moment, but they're being in this placement in the spread is basically telling me right now this is something that is generating in you. It is moving around in your auric field, and you are currently vibrating from that. You're attracting from that. You're repelling from that. It's coming from this energy of truth, truth telling, truth receiving, and treat her like a lady. There's an energy of the treat her like a lady energy. There may have been a little bit of challenge with that energy, where the truth energy may come a little bit more with ease and may be a little bit more willpower as the foundation of truth. Like maybe you feel driven by being a truth teller, or you know, you are someone who likes to hear the truth, or you feel that everyone should tell the truth. Or that just has been a lesson for you in this life, as it comes from this paternal grandmother. But these are also things that have been unseen. So I'm just seeing which card is going first here. It says listening with heart and receiving the wisdom out of the mouth of babes. So this card is about children having wisdom. I feel like this is a message of an ancestor kind of saying, I know that you were taught something in a certain way, but the children also have wisdom as well, and to listen to the children, because this is an energy of I feel like an ancestor may be communicating with the child, because like I don't know if you know, this is like a reincarnation. It could be, I don't know. It says you may be triggered, but it's all love. So that's a message. I leave the notifications on my phone on purpose. You may be triggered, but it's all love. So this is this. This is exactly what I'm saying. I feel very emotional, like behind me. Like I'm not emotional, but there's a lot of like tears and heart frequency behind this message that I'm not displaying, because I don't want to be overtaken by the emotions like that. But I could feel it. It's like you know, the children are born with purpose, and the children may be a little bit easier to communicate with than the adults. It says being enlightened to an expired leveraged Akashic Records timeline for rapid compensation that was inherited and no longer has power for the highest good of all and cosmic harmony. So this right here, there is a transformation that is happening as it pertains to this truth telling. It is changing dynamics in a family, and it's through the children. The treat her like a lady energy, I feel like it's based upon how a woman should be treated, right? But I feel like there's a certain ease of energy to be honest in the speech. And then there is a certain reverence for the woman and how she should be treated. Or to understand that divine feminine energy. This could also be a message of being more gentle with your children. He said, you find a heart that you've always been looking for. How could anybody ask for much more? Through my understanding of my spiritual journey and what I've learned about children, it's like, if you are an adult who is still learning life lessons, okay, all right, let me finish that thought. If you are an adult who is still learning life lessons, and there's still lessons that are incomplete, and then you have a child and you bring that life into the world in that energy, this child, okay, it's tying together. This child is born to be a truth teller, right? This child is born to be a truth teller for you to receive the lesson. So it's like you are learning the lesson that was incomplete through the child. There's also something that is ancient, right? With the Akashic Records, this is something that, like I said, this could be a paternal grandmother, an imprint with this leveraged Akashic Records timeline for rapid compensation, which means that someone with spiritual knowledge, right, which is connected to this medicine woman energy, knew of ways to convert certain aspects of the essence into financial gain. And it may have affected descendants way after her, which continued to cycle within themselves, right? Which is the importance of knowing your ancestry. Yes, just like a blanket statement. The importance of knowing your ancestry, because these type of things make it unclear for you with the Cavernite crystal for you to be on your righteous path. So coming from this memories of a medicine woman, which I'm going to get another card on that, and this child coming into life, this child could be a newborn baby, this child could be an adult, this child could be unborn. This is an energy of knowing, like, when certain things haven't gone right in your life. Sometimes it's things that are unseen, like these ancestral deals that affect the children thereafter. And this child's mission was to tell the truth. Yeah, something like the challenge or stress behind kindness and gentleness toward feminine energy, nurturing, mothering. But it came from this medicine woman, which I feel like is connected to the paternal grandmother. And it's saying here, listening with heart and receiving the wisdom out of the mouth of babes, because the wisdom is it is knowledge that is integrated into a certain being, and only that being is able to see it at that angle, because we're all individualized expressions of all there is, right? God, creator, cosmic energy, however you resonate. So it's only through this child, the mouth of babes, which is, I believe, is a biblical term, that you would receive it. And therefore, because I feel like the medicine woman energy is triggering in a way. Let me see the memories here of the life of a medicine woman. I'm also getting here like for some of you, like the child knows how to make the ingredients taste better. Yeah, like for some of you that have dealt with the transition of a grandmother where it's more immediate to you, it's like the child knows how to make the food taste better. Like don't worry about the little changes that they're making, because it's going to be greater. So it's nothing specific here. So this is like a medicine woman. It says that this event took place at the root chakra region of this planet. I don't know. When I was looking up certain things like that, because there's a map that it has like the 7 chakras on the entire planet, and it mapped out. But then I've seen other things that have said that it changes throughout time where the 7 chakras on the planet would be, right? Because we know Mother Earth, right? Gaia is feminine energy shaped like a womb to some. I'm not even going to get into that. It could be shaped like a flat for some. Either way, this is where the chakra points are, the 7 energy centers, right? That keep us aligned. And so the root chakra is about your place of belonging, security, your I am, who you are, security, your right to be here on the planet, trust, mistrust, the very beginning, you know. So this just goes back, way back. It's not giving me anything specific. But this is like deeply, deeply connected to the beginning of things. That's interesting. Let's continue. I didn't know how these readings were going to be. Because the energy is kind of like, but I'm just being open to receive the message. That's way too many. It says, remembering that this incarnation, this life amongst the many that led up to this one, is the clear and prosperous one, decreed and declared now. So now this is about reprogramming with the Cavensite crystal. Is helping with changes and regeneration. This child may be the holder within themselves as that crystal, you know. Like metaphorically speaking, this child may be the Cavensite, you know, the communicator of spirit, the one who helps with changes and regeneration after harsh loss or time, the one that supports the cleansing of the air and supports people to get on their righteous path. And weight loss, digestion, this may connect to that. Also the root chakra. I'm also getting an energy like if this doesn't have anything to do with geographical place. Like, I feel that this is basically saying that the person who is receiving this message, right, who is connected to this child, I feel that because the root chakra is in clarification of this medicine woman energy, I feel that I'm hearing like she has the sauce. I just heard that behind. She has the sauce. The event took place at the root chakra. I feel like this was a part of your divine purpose, was to activate this memory of medicine woman within yourself. And maybe there was some type of energy here that it might have been a little scary. It might have been a little scary to unfold this energy here, right? Maybe there was, it definitely with root chakra, maybe it could have, for either of you, created some challenge in security. You know, root chakra, a lot of times, like if people move, a lot of times this could have been the origin of where you were born. Okay, so this could have been like the place where your journey began together. So wherever you could have first, wherever the child was born, right, your connection with this child, this mouth of babes, or you could have been the child. You know, I don't know. I don't feel that as strong, but that is a possibility. But wherever this began, this parent energy here, it could have been your first house, you know what I mean? Like your first apartment, the first the place that you lived in with your mom or dad, you know, the place where you had your child, the place where you lived at when you conceived the child. It's something like that. This could have been during gestation of the child. So 0 to 16 months, I'm getting 0 to 18 months, root chakra energy, give or take. I feel really, really emotional. Like I want to cry. Maybe somebody just needs to cry, you know? Like release the energy. But now there's an opportunity now to reprogram. Because the truth telling, the truth receiving, the truth itself, the Temptations is the name of the group. You know, temptations are usually things that we do that are, it is very root chakra based as well, temptations. There could be something significant also with cat treats. Temptations are also cat treats. So it could have something to do with a cat. But temptations are usually something like that are craved, right? He said, light her cigarette if she smokes. There's an energy here of like the child having the wisdom of well-being. From this, though, is the opportunity for clear vision. to be able to see this life in a new way, for it to not be so full of fear, for it to be now enlightened about old contracts that were made that inhibited the growth and expansion of you all, you both, to have a positive, optimistic outlook on life, to feel secure, to be abundant, right? If there was any financial issues as well, to be balanced with food, you know, to feel safe within your own body. The things that you're doing now are supporting this shift in energy, and this shift in energy is so very important because your energy is healing humanity. We got one final card for how things are being realized. Whew, this reading was long. It says, receiving subconscious motivation that is now awakening psychic insight. So I feel that in a dream state now, through this, I want to say camaraderie is the word that's coming out, this synergistic energy of this dynamic of the ancestor, of the mother, the father, the child, that everyone is becoming clear now, and possibly you will now be self-actualizing in a way where possibly if there were messages that you were afraid of receiving in the past from your dream state, now they'll be clear because they're no longer connected to the, there's different words that are coming out, wretchedness, the spoilage of the contracts that were done in the past to affect you negatively, but were advantageous to the ancestor, or possibly it could have been the ancestor was just a part of the deal. Maybe the ancestor did not make the deal, but they were a part of the deal. That part is not clear. But either way, it is all a part of a plan to support everyone and being able to see clearly and to have spiritual communication with this Cavensite crystal. So I definitely recommend that you look it up if it resonates with you, to look into the Cavensite crystal. Again, okay, looks like this. They have bigger ones. They're more expensive when the little blue piece is larger. And you know, connecting to your dream state, seeing how you want to work with this. You could maybe sleep with it, you know what I'm saying, carry it around, hold it in your hand, and meditate, sit with, you know, I feel like dream state is good. You could put it under your pillow or next to you on your nightstand or something like that. It's very gentle, so I'm going to be gentle with this stone. I know that this has to do with the color. It's also could be throat chakra related. You know, it's upper here, but we have root chakra, so it could also be a place where it may help the energy go from the root up. I don't know. Whatever is intuitively aligned for you, I feel that you're now receiving messages in your dreams. And they don't have to be scary, because now you're cultivating, mastering, and grounding in the right way, in a way that is aligned, clear, and prosperous for you. So congratulations, Divine Masculine Consciousness number 1. Peace. Divine Masculine Consciousness number 2. So you picked Christine. I keep saying Christine. Christine, somebody's name might be Christine. There may be something significant about citrate. Christine, these are all significant, okay? It's yellow in color. Okay, so that's the stone that you picked. So just a little quick background information. Apparently citrine can have 2 ways, one in which is a little bit manufactured by man, where it is cooked amethyst. So it comes out purple. If you know, amethyst is purple, connected to crown chakra energy, good for dreams, etc. When they cook it, and they apply like very hot fire heat to it, it turns into this very, very bright yellow energy. But then the more naturally occurring one is a little bit lighter, which I would assume like this one is similar to that. This one looks a little bit more quartz, but it does have kind of like that light yellow color. The difference, they say, from people who have experienced it more, that the cooked dark, vibrant energy of the citrine is more vibrancy comes from it, whereas the yellow, more passive yellow, is more of a like content, blissful energy that's cultivated with it. It's also supportive for abundance and prosperity. Releases, what is that? Oh, releases desperation when it comes to generating money. Okay. Connected to the solar plexus, which is our willpower, inner authority, right? Doing things from your own accord. Also has to do with digestion as it pertains to food as well. So I thought that was very interesting. Right? Your solar plexus, it deals with your stomach. It is like right below your rib cage, a little bit above your navel, and it's associated with the gut. So you know that has to deal with food and all them good things. So let's see for Divine Masculine Consciousness number 2 for the citrine stone. Abundance and prosperity. Wow, right off the gate. Out the gate. Off the gate and out the gate. Authenticity. So already the energy that I was seeing in the pre-shuffle and the authenticity with this cooked versus naturally occurring. This is kind of the basis of this energy. So let's see. Right? This is an energy of this is an energy of from origin, if you will, as it pertains to this message, agreeing to master, cultivate, embody the essence of what it is to be authentic and or in authenticity, your true self, right? The solar plexus energy, to express the truth of who you are. We have the energy of healing. Some of you may be healers or may feel that you are being called to that. This is also cultivating, mastering, embodying the essence of healing, what it is to heal, and this is coming from an authentic place. This is something that is natural to you and something that drives you in a positive way to get you to take action, right, in divine masculine energy. Your healing is born from authenticity. But these are all things that on a subconscious level, possibly on the dream state, astral state, has also been being cultivated for you. So it says, listening with heart and receiving the wisdom out of the mouth of babes. So this here may have been challenging. Hearing the children. There's a lot of this here. This is coming up again. Listening with heart and receiving the wisdom out of the mouth of babes. There could be children in the dream state that communicate with you. I did say that this reading had a lot to do with ancestors. There is a healing component as it pertains to children here as well. This authenticity also is coming from personal experience as it pertains to receiving wisdom either or from children that are beyond the physical, or also being this child. Either or is come from realness, from your experience. We have closing relationship chapters that are withholding and non-reciprocal, with gratitude for positive forward movement with clarity. So this is from this healing energy, right? Things that you have come to recognize are the exchanges of energy are not food, if you will. It's something that there have been things that have not fed you and you feel you are not feeding. That are coming into possibly your physical experience to address healing opportunities from the truth of your being. have more cards, I forgot. It says The Point of It All by Anthony Hamilton. I can't stay away from you too long. Even if I do, I'll always call. Checking on you, make sure you're okay. Be the one to brighten up your day, yeah. And the point of it all is I love you. Right? So there's this song in you. This point of it all. Not being able to stay away. This is an energy and vibration that you are exuding. This is interesting. It's like an energy of, I can't stay away from you too long. Even if I do, I always call. Checking on you, make sure you're okay. Be the one to brighten up your day. Yeah, this is the energy that you're now exuding from this authentic place. That is being cultivated, like it's currently being cultivated. Oh, we got twin flame energy. Loving on my twin flame loving on me. So I do feel some external energy in this. Even the cards is acting up a little bit. Right, this whole twin flame, the way I wrote it here is like the 1111. Which to me is just how much of it is in me and how much of me is in it. It's an opportunity to look in a mirror and to see yourself through another, and learning through this dynamic, which could be on a higher plane of existence of your auric field, how you want your relationships to be reciprocated. So these are relationships that are closing because they are direct reflections of this twin flame connection. What else he said in that song? It feels, it's like someone has thrown away my heart, right? Whenever we're apart, you're a major part of my life. And no matter what the storm may bring, I'm fine with you. I'm fine with you. I feel like, yeah, my days seem long whenever we're apart. It's like someone has thrown away my heart. You're a major part of my life. And no matter what the storm may bring, I'm fine with you. This, I'm looking because this is coming from, I'm gonna get more information, but I feel like there could be a child that is not yet here, and this child is supporting the healing. Okay, ooh, there's a lot, because this card came out in the first reading too, but this is different because this is like, let's say you have an unborn child. like a spirit baby, if you will, an unborn child that is supporting you in the dream state, how to balance this twin flame energy, how to learn from it, how to be a lover, right? In an authentic way. Because even like you have the cooked amethyst and you have the naturally occurring, which is more content and blissful, but you have the other one that's more under fire and it is very vibrant. But to cook something, it's like, oh shit, I'm wiping off all of my eyeshadow. It's not bad though, but it's like, even like how I'm doing is like a stress, that could be even like a stress habit of somebody who rubs their eyes. Or if this is a child, maybe the child could rub their eyes or rub their face, or this could be a habit of a child that is being materialized from the stress when it was cooking. So this is about like marinating a child. This is like a child being born, whether the child is already in the womb as we speak, or the child is in the astral realm and is marinating based off of the journey of this twin flame union, which is obviously, I would hope most people understand at this point, it has to do with you learning yourself. It's two sovereign people coming together and creating a sovereign child, like someone who has the skills, the tools to know thyself from inside the womb, and then when they are on the physical earth, they're taught by their parents to know thyself, right? They have like a greater opportunity of being successful of their individualized plan, their divine blueprint, without the traumas and the weight and burden of the parents. So it's like from this, the child is teaching. So there may be like from you, divine masculine consciousness number 2, there might be like this urge for you to heal, or you know, be a healer, or these opportunities coming into your life through family, friends, relationships that, you know, you're realizing, like in this relationship, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't this loving. I recognized that I didn't love you because, or I wanted to be with you because I was looking for love. Yes, this could also be like inner child healing too. Doesn't have to be that too, but it could be that too, right? It's all that too. So it's like, right, like this is the child, this is the inner child. From the inner child perspective, it's like what's an example I could give? Okay, the one thing I'm thinking is like you learning to love that inner child again, right? Like what I used to do in my school that I went to, where we were taught about inner child healing, is to which this is something that I'm actually doing now, is to take a picture, if you have, of yourself when you were a child, and to reconnect with that child. Like even right now on my screen I see Disney, right? Maybe you were a Disney kid, you know. Something is coming to you. Something is coming to you that is going to be very big for you. You know, it's going to be very big for you. But yeah, this is also an energy of being open to the wisdom that is around you, because that I already preach all the time. but this is being open to the wisdom that is around you. So this is happening on a subconscious level, this inner child healing as well. So you may get urges to, like I just heard, like eat a bowl of cereal or do weird shit like that. So it's also to be mindful of the unhealthy ways in which your inner child will act up, right? So like, let's say you want to eat, your inner child is trying to speak to you, right? So your inner child is like, yo, this is so coming through every kind of way. So your inner child is like, your inner child want attention, right? So all of a sudden you just got this big ass craving for a big ass bowl of Frosted Flakes, like, and you got all this milk, you lactose intolerant, your family history got diabetes in it and Alzheimer's, which is diabetes type 3, which nobody really wants to publicize it all the way yet, but there are medical studies out there about Alzheimer's being diabetes type 3, right? But you just out with this big bowl of cereal, right? These are opportunities for you to sit with yourself and kind of reconnect to that part of yourself and rediscover the feelings that were associated with those moments in time when you were eating that. How did you feel? Because it said the point of it all is I love you, and it's all about love. It's all about finding love, right? And learning what love is for you, learning to authentically love yourself, no matter what your experiences have been in relationship to people, places, things, food, you know, what's real, what's fake, what's a twin flame, what's not a twin flame, cooked or naturally occurring. What is true love for you within yourself before you externalize it, right? Before you create this baby, before you get in this twin flame, third dimensional connection, right? Setting the scene for what that is looking like within yourself in a loving way. You know, the other child, inner child outburst is like wanting things, overspending your money. These are all also things that happens with the inner child, overspending your money. I'm getting chakra systems. That the chakra came out in the first reading. This may be significant to look at all of the chakras and see what type of things are triggered when there's balances and imbalances there when it comes to the healing perspective, so that you can see just how to balance them. Because the root chakra also deals with prosperity and abundance, but then you have the sacral chakra, which also deals with inherited traumas. Sexual energy, third chakra, also deals with your authenticity, right? Solar plexus. Okay, so we did say solar plexus, so this has to do with your solar plexus as well. But just getting clear on with healing, usually if there's an imbalance in the solar plexus, then there may be an imbalance in the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus. You know what I mean? So it's about learning your energy centers, learning how the inner child may be connected to these circuits of energy as it pertains to how you perceived love as a child, right? Through the challenging situations that now show up in your life that in the past you thought was love, but now you're realizing that these are chapters that have been withholding and non-reciprocal, and being in gratitude for the lessons that they taught you in order to be here now where you are with the mindset that you have now to move forward in positive motion clearly. You know, it's very interesting. That was a large download. And I'm getting like the point of it all. It's like the point when you point your finger at something, you identify it. It's also a time and space. So it may be a significant memory. It could be something with this song too for someone. This may be like somebody's song, like their relationship, or when this song plays in the present, like you may come into contact with somebody and this song may be playing, something about this song. The point of it all, this is like the point when it comes to like a conclusion, a time and space, something like specific and identified. Being mindful of hidden stress affecting the physical, heart, electromagnetic energy, and the aura, right? So now this is about reprogramming, right? Knowing like if anybody gets heart palpitations, stress from the heart, these are things that could come up. The point of it all is the heart. So the heart, because then you had the child down here listening with the heart and receiving the wisdom out of the mouth of babes. And again, like I said previously in the other consciousness wave, this wisdom, it has to do with the body. Wisdom is how you integrate the knowledge in the body, right? So the stress is also how you've integrated the knowledge in the body, right? Whether it's positive or negative. So now you have the opportunity, right? With love. With love, we always associate love with the heart, right? Heartbreak. Which to me, heartbreak is just it is a acceptance of a lower frequency, right? It is an acceptance of a lower frequency, not judging the frequency as good or bad, but it is an acceptance of a lower frequency. I'm also getting the energy of like these things are challenging, you know, these things are challenging. So, you know, because I can read messages and I can just read the energy and do my best to keep my feelings balanced as I read it so that I'm reading it clearly. And me, like, I can detach myself from it. So just know that as a reader, that's what I'm doing. As you experience these things, whoever is the embodiment of these type of experiences, that they do affect your heart. So I think it's a mindfulness that is being brought to the forefront that I feel like this is an opportunity to pivot, okay? So I feel like this is an opportunity to pivot, right? Because I want to address this heartbreak energy, what I just said. Like, because I could be very, very air sign, like, even though I'm an earth sign, right? I just said that heartbreak is the acceptance of a lower frequency without judgment, of it being good or bad, right? That's how I see heartbreak. That's how I understand from going through extreme heartbreak of what I allowed myself to do. I allowed my heart to break. I allowed my heart to break because in the past I knew that I was strong enough to experience it, and that I was giving myself permission to experience. There are some people who may need support out of these situations if you allow your heart to break. Heartbreak, it's just like I feel like it's different roads that are being presented here. There's the energy of you allowing your heart to break and going through the depths, which can be very rewarding because you're doing a deep subconscious dive on why or the causation of this emotion, and being able to see, like I said, the point of it all. But at the end of the day, and to then come and rise back up, right? Like the phoenix, right? Like coming from hell with the keys. That's what heartbreak is. But no, because I'm not negating that. There's the other side of it that is the pivot that also allows you to see the point of the relationships coming to a close is love. And if you allow yourself to stay in a frequency that causes stress to the physical heart, to your electromagnetic energy, which also talks to people energetically, that repels and attracts what you're saying within yourself, right? If it's coming from a place of desperation with the citrine, right? If it's related to money, abundance, relationships, if it's coming from a place of desperation, and it's rather than a place of authenticity, which you came here to anchor, to master, to cultivate, for healing, which you came to master, to cultivate, to embody through your earthly experiences, then you're just cultivating more and more experiences that will create more and more heartbreak, rather than you seeing it with gratitude for the roles that were agreed to be played on a level that is beyond your consciousness, to actually learn to love those who you were in conflict with from these lessons that brought heartbreak, in order for you to actually finally cultivate this authentic healing energy. Right? Whether it's prosperity, abundance, being in love with someone, being a child, being a mother, being a father, being a friend, receiving and understanding the syllabus of life as teacher on Earth School. Yep. So in this twin flame union, in this understanding of what it is, how much of it is in me, and how much of me is in it, and how much of it is in me, right? Understanding your sovereignty and combining with another, even possibly in some of these cases, creating children. You're creating teachers of Earth School. You're creating courses. Some of you may be creating courses here of love, of twin flame, of children, of the aura, of healing, of authenticity. It's teachers birthing teachers. Understanding how humanity works. Seeing clearly now, enlightened after the haze of spiritual warfare clears and fear-based programming can no longer hide its dictation. Whew. And that is the self-actualization of it all. The haze of the spiritual warfare clears. The spiritual warfare of you not being yourself. Like, I'm trying to make it profound, but that's basically what it is. It's all about you being you. So everything was done so that you could know who you are. I really feel like this is like a reading of perspective. Knowing who you are. It's not so much about the external aspect of it, because I did say that it could be a role of perspective where there is other people who were involved, who did something to you. Everybody plays their role, but it's really all about you knowing who you are. The syllabus of life is your divine blueprint, your authentic nature, who you came here to be. Someone who understands the way life expresses through you and how you are to experience that, and you are to be that authentically and emanate that energy of love that is unique in you. Because see, this is the thing. Children learn love through programming, but really children are to learn love through authenticity. It's by you being yourself, and by you being yourself, because at the end of the day, that's still how we learn. We learn from others teaching us. We have the wisdom already about who we are in our cells and DNA, but then when we're born from the womb, we learn from schooling, we learn from our parents, our environments, right? Through television, through food. Even the food speaks to you. All types of relationships. We love food. We love our parents. We love our friends. We love what we do for work. We love, you know, our children. And we are to love ourselves. Seeing clearly now, enlightened, after the haze of spiritual warfare clears, and fear-based programming can no longer hide its dictation. Fear-based programming. Being afraid to be who you are. Being afraid is very interesting. It's the authenticity, right? It's so interesting, this citrine, this cooked energy. It's for some people too, it could have to do with eating raw foods or eating cooked foods. That could be significant to some people. Some of you may go through that transition of food without judgment of what the experience is for you. Is authentic to you. But it's about this desperation energy that's very specific. I feel like I'm complete with this message. So yeah, go forth and shine. Divine consciousness number 2. Divine masculine consciousness number 2. Peace. All right. Divine masculine consciousness number 3. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. You guys pick the Unakite or the Unakite gemstone, okay? And so the Unakite or Unakite, as I say it, is about self-love, self-esteem. It helps to cultivate these things. It strengthens growth and attraction of new friends, relationships. It helps support nature. So like if you're they said even like if you're involved in like breeding animals, or you have a farm, or you are a farmer, regardless if it's animals or just plant life, it can support the natural flow of those nature-based activities. Pregnancy also, wearing Unakite, they say, is supportive for a balanced pregnancy. Just dealing with earth energy, as you see the colors, very much indicative of earth. There are 2 stones in here. As you can see, they kind of represent like the heart chakra with the green and the pink. From my teachings, I know that the green has to do with the heart chakra when it comes to forgiveness, and the pink portion has to do with compassion. It also speaks of the third eye. And then the third eye also we know has to do with right intuition. This is your first eye, even though we call it the third eye. So it's about seeing before, beyond your physical senses, connected to the pineal gland in the brain. And what else do I want to say? When I looked up about food, because food was one of the messages that came up for this reading for Divine Masculine Energy, it came up for helping emotional eating. So that may be significant. All right, so let's get our first cards for the Unakite gemstone to support Divine Masculine consciousness number 3, as it pertains to self-love, self-esteem, third eye, strengthening, growing, attracting new friends and relationships, supporting nature, pregnancy, things in alignment with earth, emotional eating. With permission of the I Am Presence of all participating for the highest good of all involved, of course, and so it is. Ooh, that's literally slapped the shit out of me. Like, that's how I just felt. So what is that about? So let's see. We got a lot of cards here. That was like, these are the cards. It's like a aggressive type energy. All right, so we got spending quality time with the love of my life. So that can be something that, first off, that's the foundation of the message, right? These could be things that could be also happening in the astral realm, where you may see yourself with your partner, or these could just be things that are being cultivated and seeded in consciousness on a subconscious level. I wonder which energy this is. This is showing up like this, so I feel like it's this one, because I have these cards have 2 sides. Um, Look Who's Talking. Look Who's Talking is a movie that was made in 1989. There's a lot of baby energy here. Look Who's Talking, 1989. Bruce Willis was the voice of Mikey, who was the baby that was eventually raised by, what was her name? Christy, something like that. She passed away. And John Travolta, Look Who's Talking. And the baby, like, the whole movie was from the perspective of the baby, like, coming out of the womb and, like, narrating everything he's seen, like, and watching the adults. These are all, like, have, like, this kind of, like, flow of, like, children in the astral realm and spirit babies and children, just period, having, like, wisdom beyond what people know. Health is here. So it's kind of like giving like an energy of I don't know, like I'm getting like a more romantic vibe over here. And because that was a romance comedy. Whenever I have the movies come out too, those are like memories in a way. So it could be like the memory of a baby. Like a memory of the baby. Like the baby having a memory of being with their love. Like this is like, again, I'm getting like reincarnated energy where it's like this child has a memory of being with love, the love. Because at first I'm thinking like maybe the child of this, the mother of this child and the child are in the astral realm together, which it also could be. I'm also though getting more strongly though that this is the memory of the child. Like incarnating, or the dreams of the pregnant, the child in the womb having dreams. You could also be having, like if you're pregnant, you could be having dreams that you're talking to the baby. I don't know. Something of that dynamic. Look who's talking. Look who's talking. It's also like giving me like a memory of like the first words of a child. Like, look who's talking. Like, look who's talking. Like, I'm getting like a thought of like a child that's autistic, nonverbal, in the astral is talking. Because you have the card here, health. Not healing, but health. So it may be some unbrewed health challenges here. Look who's talking. Health. 1989. Somebody could have been born in 1989. That's when the movie came out, Look Who's Talking. There was a Look Who's Talking too. I think it was a Look Who's Talking Now. I don't know. But 1989 was Look Who's Talking, which was the first one. So that may be significant. Like if somebody wasn't supposed to talk, but they talk. Like something like that. It could have been from, I don't know if this is past, present, future. It could have, but this is how I'm receiving it. It could have been like from you talking to them in the womb. There was like challenges. Somebody could also be getting checked. Because you saw like how somebody could be getting checked. Okay. Somebody could be getting checked for their health. Because you saw how it smacked me. The cards, I was like, I felt like somebody smacked me. Like somebody is getting smacked. A wake-up call. Look who's talking. Get your health together. It says, obtaining a new job or career that values me and aligns with my authenticity and cosmic harmony. Somebody could be like a pediatrician. Somebody could be like a, I want to say a yogi, but it's like more pertaining to like pediatrics, babies, doula, midwife. Right? Because now I see this card here, like being able to talk to the children in the womb. You got Chris Brown, psychic. She's psychic. She know about the mother girls, but she stay on my mind for weeks. She gets me every time. She might be psychic, but I like it. So this could be like a psychic job, dealing with health and pregnancy and using psychic abilities. Because this is in alignment with you and it's supporting expand consciousness with cosmic harmony. Cosmic harmony for me is about being your authentic self, as well as understanding that by being your authentic self, you're expanding the cosmos. So that's how we have new technology, new ideas. It's through our experience. It's not just through just the cosmos just always expanding, which scientists know, but it's also through the human experience of being authentic and actually being that divine expression that is uniquely you, that helps things to continue to grow. But it's also representative of the cosmic womb as well. Psychic energy also dark matter, you know, these are all the things that scientists learn about and they really, really want to tap into. But I am getting the energy of somebody's, don't they also smack the baby when the baby comes out, right? They just smack me. The car smacked me. Woo-ha, got you all in check, Busta Rhymes. Then he said, that's word to my seed. Give you what you need. And I have to find those words because I got to turn it down. Y'all, 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 y'all. When I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod. What he said? I got that head nod. Step and you break your neck. Maybe it's something with the neck. The neck. Okay. So this is somebody's birth story. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I'm chilling with this person right now. Like, yeah, we just like, I'm spending quality time with the love of my life. I don't know. I feel like this has to do with cord around the neck. Had you break your neck? Which for me, from my studies of entering the world with, see, I almost went to touch my own yoni. I'm like, inappropriate, Naomi. I had to catch myself. I just felt it. This is with channeling. Woo-ha, Busta Rhymes. I don't even know how to say woo-ha. Got you all in check. There's somebody that's meant to shine, but they come through the portal of the yoni, of the womb, with people from past lives that envy them. Let me see the lyrics. Yaya means something too. I don't know if Yaya means mother. I know like in like African traditional spirituality, Yayas, it might be grandma, Yaya. Ya. Woo-ha, ain't that the vagina too? There's all these yoni womb inferences. I think that's the right word. Yaya, woo-ha, hoo-ha. That's what I'm thinking. Hoo-ha, woo-ha. But that's where my mind is going. Yeah, he said, I got that head nod shit, make you break your neck. And you know we come through and wreck the discotheque. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. You see, it's like somebody like, check me. He said, yes, I catch wreck, and that's word to my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up in the morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide ruckus make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make me roll some weed. Let's see what else he talking about. Make me knock you out like Apollo Creed. Body blows, busting, yo. All right. Yeah, this is like, he like a little like It's a little threatening. It's a little threatening. How dare you try to step on my suede shoes? It's like it's competitive. It's competitive energy. I'm just looking through the words just to see like if there's anything that stand out. Yeah, no. It's basically like, oh yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type of right out my window. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Right? He talking about movies, TV shows, artists, maximum frequencies through your stereo. Yeah, he just basically like he controlling a vibe, kind of vibe thing here. I just noticed Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes. That was also Look at Me Now, I'm Getting Paper. Right? Fresh than them up. Let's keep going. This is just the flow of this reading, obviously. So it could be like attracting conflicting energies, but it's like somebody talking their shit, basically, like, also. Because I feel like whatever this is somebody feels like they're in a place, a good place. Spending quality time with the love of my life. So it's like whatever this is cultivating, there is some doctor energy here too. Somebody could be a doctor or using psychic abilities to become a doctor or in the health field, right? This could be holistic as well. It doesn't have to be Western. But then you have I Need a Girl by Trey Songz. Yeah, it gets lonely in this business. Need a homie who's the realest. So one who wants to find out all that I have to give. One who can bring me what is missing when I talk. She want to listen. So like look who's talking. When I talk, she want to listen. Look who's talking. It could be somebody that was very quiet at some point. Now is very talkative. I said that before, but it felt more like baby energy. But now this is transforming into something that's therapeutic. It could all spin from that, or this could just be different scenarios that are possibilities. The one who can love me for who I am and so much more. Someone's looking for a psychic. Parenting relationship with children, like I said, you see. Or they're looking for someone that can help them raise children. Or they're looking for someone that they can parent with, who would be a good mother, who would be a good father. So health not only in the aspect of like being physically well, like spiritual, emotional, mental, physical health, right? Because everybody just be like mental health. No, it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, in that order. I feel like somebody is getting excited because this is the Unakite energy, so it's all coming from a place of like self-love, self-esteem. Somebody could also be awakening to their own psychic abilities, even though I'm getting like a lot of external energy where it's like somebody is looking for a psychic. This could be you as well, just awakening to your own psychic abilities. The love of your life could also be you. That got you all in check, I feel like is the spiritual, the mental, emotional, and physical. I feel like that's an alignment. There's also an energy too of like this confident energy with the self-love, self-esteem. It is preparing you with meeting a partner and becoming a parent, being a parent. Because some people have children already, some don't. Somebody could also be awakening to their psychic abilities and somehow knowing what their kids is about to do. I don't know, it's like, let me teach you how to watch your kids through ESP. Get your kids a check, girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody could be looking for you and you looking for a job, career, or not like some kind of connection between connecting with someone who's looking for a partner, but it translating through this career, job, abilities thing. Parent, partnership, children thing. This is funny because it's about growing, attracting new friendships and relationships, supporting nature, pregnancy, emotional eating. So we do have the emotional uh, level of being here. right? Which has to do with how you feel. Which are all frequency and vibration. So this has a lot to do with how someone is feeling. There's a lot of green here. It could mean money, it could mean forgiveness, could mean earth. Earth energy. Yeah, this reading is chill. Even I'm feeling like, ooh, in my belly, myself. Remembrance, memory, remembering. So I feel like this job, it could have something to do with the psychic abilities, relationships, right? Needing a girl, parent relationship, children, something about that. It could also be based around relationships, right? Because need a girl. Somebody could also want a female child. But he said, girl, you mean so much to me and I don't even know your name. But I'm your man and you're my girl. And if I ever meet you, I'm going to give you the world. This is either a woman, this divine feminine energy, whether this be a partner or a child. It's like all mixed up. I think this is significant that I keep going back and forth between child and partner. There's an energy here of memories. Because remember in the beginning I said maybe this child is remembering a memory of a love with someone. Is something like that still here? Like, I don't know if someone is reincarnating a child that was a lover. It's possible that that's what this is saying. There's also an energy here of like feeling like a child, like for someone who have a child already, they remember what it felt like, the experience of like having a baby girl, and the baby girl brings back memories of like how they felt, because it's emotional eating. It's like they felt a certain way with this process of this baby girl. It's like somebody felt like with the baby girl, like that's when it was positive or negative. I don't know. It could be somebody's talking to a pregnant belly. It's something about the girl, if it's a baby or a partner that is supporting this cultivating of parenthood and relationships with children, that this person is now reprogramming in their mind. So this, if they have children in the past, if you have children in the past, I keep getting like they, you, them, the baby, the child. So I feel like this is like a multifaceted situation. But it's to cultivate, master, embody, you know, a new standard of parenting or relationship with children. But I also feel like somebody wants to use their psychic abilities to keep somebody in check, their children, their parenting situation. Which has been a challenge. Something like that. Or somebody wants to find the mother of their child, the father of their child through a psychic, because they don't remember. It's something like that. They don't remember. They don't remember. It's like remembrance is the challenge. That's at the top here. Spending quality time with the love of my life and remembering. Like they want to remember. So there's like some type of memory that someone has, maybe in the dream state, in the astral realm. They have dreams of being in family with pregnancy, and maybe there's health scares possibly in the dream of the child or the mother or the father, some kind of way, however this works itself out. Whether the relationship is healthy or unhealthy or has its challenges, this person wants to remember it, or they want to bring it back together. So if there's like a broken family, this person wants to use their dream state. They want to tap into it on the physical realm, and they want to create a new way of being now with a new relationship that someone understands them, whether this be a woman, someone in divine feminine energy, even a child that brings that energy that is, he says, sitting patient, steady waiting for the day when I can face it, the one who can love me for who I am and so much more. Is it you? You're the one. So this person is looking for this because it's on the astral. So they want to remember it. It's a memory, and they want to bring it here, like now. So that could be in the process of what you're doing or what you're intending to do. Because it just feels like the way that I'm saying all of this, it just feels very much like ethereal. It doesn't feel grounded yet. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. because it said emotional eating. So maybe someone is gaining weight. It could be also like maybe somebody is gaining weight in a relationship, like maybe somebody is gaining weight in a relationship. I don't mean to laugh, but these kind of thoughts, they're not mine. So it's like maybe somebody's eating a lot and somebody is thinking about, oh, like it's triggering pregnancy in their mind, like because they look a little chunky around the midsection. Bruh, stop. Y'all off the chain. Something like that. You know, or like something like that. Let me just get one more to just close this out, because I feel like I'm like leaving this reading in a question mark. Close this out. Okay. Closing relationship chapters that are withholding and non-reciprocal with gratitude for positive forward movement with clarity. Okay. So I guess that's what's going on. Certain chapters are closing so other ones can open, get clear. So chapters are closing, and as chapters close, then there's clarity, because there's this energy of remembrance, remembering memory, so putting things back together, right? But the remembering doesn't have to be from like if someone has amnesia or something like that. There could be a significance on eating too much sugar, right? With the health, if someone's eating too much sugar, Alzheimer's, diabetes type 3, I did mention that in one of the other waves. And this is talking about emotional eating. So if you eat a lot of carbs, right, or you put a lot of sugar in certain things, it could be going to the brain. If this is a forming of a baby too, to be conscientious of how much sugar you're intaking, that the baby is also intaking too. Something significant about a female child. I don't know if that affects anything. Sugar. I'm not getting anything else with that, but I'm just saying, like, just be mindful. It could affect something. Sugar could affect your memory. In some way, shape, or form in the long term. And the relationships could be things like that pertaining to health, becoming somebody's health who's healthier. The health, those could be the relationships. What I wanted to say about the remembrance, though, lastly, is this is soul retrieval. Calling back your essence, calling back your energy, fragments of your, people would say soul, to the now, to support you in being present and cultivating whatever this is here. Like if it feels like there's a missing piece in your life, as it pertains to family, parenting, you know, being self-confident and loving on yourself, spending quality time with the love of my life, which could be you. Right? Bringing back that part of yourself that knows what it means to be healthy, what it means to be a balanced parent and relate in a healthy way with your children. It's bringing some those memories back now and self-actualizing all of that in the physical for you now. So yeah. So I hope that was supportive. That was a very interesting message. I hope it was supportive to you. Divine Masculine Consciousness number 3. Thank you for being here. Peace. All right. Divine Masculine Consciousness number 1, 2, and 3. That is the video. I hope that this has been supportive. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, of course. I will be back when I feel inspired. And yeah, take care, you guys. Peace.